Hi there, it's Ewan from KABLEZ. Welcome to the first video of how to take better photographs, a video series brought to you by KABLEZ. In this video I would like to talk to you about composition, in particular framing, and two techniques which you can use at home to improve your photographs. In the modern era, it's become increasingly simple to be able to point your phone at a subject and take a picture. However, we often don't stop to think about what we're actually taking a picture of. Well, that's where composition comes in. Composition, by definition, is the art of arranging objects within a frame in order to emphasise a particular object that you find most important. This is what we call the subject. In this video, I'd like to talk to you about the art of framing. Now, framing is the act of positioning objects within your picture to create a frame. To do this, I'll show you two simple yet powerful techniques, the first being called rule of thirds, and the second being called symmetrical composition. Both of these are very powerful tools used by photographers across the world. The first technique we're going to look at is the most commonly used in the industry. It's called rule of thirds. Its application is simple. First, you create 9 imaginary rectangles in a 3x3 formation, as illustrated in this video. If you don't have the imagination to come up with that, what we can do is we can turn it on in your smartphone or your camera. Now, to do this on iOS, you should go to Settings and search for Camera. Turn on Grid. You might have to scroll to find it. On Samsung and most Android devices, from the Camera app, press the Settings button and scroll down to Grid Lines and turn it on. This may vary from device to device. Now have a look at this example. The idea is to place the important elements of the scene along one or more lines, or in one of the hotspots, which is where the lines intersect. This will emphasise the subject, allowing you more control over what the viewer sees as most important in your shot. Now, we have a natural tendency to position our subject in the centre of the frame. However, by offsetting this slightly using rule of thirds, we're able to create a much more visually appealing image. As much as rule of thirds is a very powerful technique, it isn't always the best one. Consider the face or another object with a high level of symmetry. For this, rule of thirds wouldn't be ideal. Instead, we use what's called symmetrical composition, sometimes referred to as bullseye composition. In this, we have to create an imaginary line. This may be vertical or horizontal depending on the subject. If you were taking a picture of a face, for example your Snapchat or your photographs for Instagram, you would want to create a vertical line and have symmetry on both sides. If you're taking a picture of a landscape where water has a reflection, you'd want to have a horizontal line of symmetry. So we hope you've enjoyed today's video and we look forward to seeing you in the next part. If you've not already, make sure you subscribe down below to keep up to date on the latest videos from KABLEZ. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like. Thank you very much and see you next time.